Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, Gabby the game night, yay.
Hey, it's Gabby the Game Night, Ace of Toys, Spirit of Justice, Memphis, and we are cross-examining Mr. Buttons. Please give us your testimony, Mr. Buttons.
Roger Rettins, the ratings Roger, now Kaiser of the courtroom. I'm taking viewers.
Witness testimony.
Liberate, I tell you. Footage is meant to be edited, I tell you. Scenes are cut out. All the stations edit footage this way. It wasn't like it was done malicious something. Rettins, the ratings Roger, now Kaiser of the courtroom. I'm taking viewers.
Witness testimony.
Liberate, I tell you. Footage is meant to be edited, I tell you. Scenes are cut out. All the stations edit footage this way. It wasn't like it was done malicious something. Rettins, the ratings Roger, now Kaiser of the courtroom. I'm taking viewers.
Witness testimony.
Liberate, I tell you. Footage is meant to be edited, I tell you. Scenes are cut out.
And if the defense has an issue, it can point it out during its cross-examination. Ace 20 Blues Clues. I doubt I have any evidence to instantly present. I doubt we have a note like, yo, I did that, I edited it. Ah, it's so funny. What is that? Oh. Yeah, that fake stuff. I guess I'll just press it all. Is footage meant to be edited? Really? I've never heard anybody say that. That footage is meant to be edited?
It's common knowledge in the TV world. You got any idea what a snooze cruise it'd be to watch a magic show without editing? A magic show like that one, anyway.
That was ice cold.
Anyway, editing is what makes TV worth watching.
Are you saying you thought there were boring scenes in Miss Wright's magic show?
You gotta ask. That script and presentation deserve a place on the cutting room floor. Broadcasting that mess as is would have been a complete disaster. That's why I had to edit the footage. It's just what a TV man does.
What didn't you like about the show exactly?
The whole thing. It was a major snooze fest. Maybe common folks like you don't get it. But a show's only as good as how loud, flashy, and trashy it is.
It was plenty flashy on its own. All you did was add the trash.
I suppose each industry has its own way of doing things. Just as we in the legal profession focus exclusively on evidence and testimony. Exactly. Whether it's showbiz or the legal biz, we do what we gotta do to get the job done. Anyway, editing footage is just a matter of course in the TV industry.
It wasn't done maliciously, huh? But I get the distinct impression that you bear feelings of ill will to Troop Grammarly.
Huh? What makes you think that?
The things that you yourself have said.
You'll see. I'll dig up the dirt and expose the dark heart behind that sweet smile. I'll prove those Grammarly magicians are all a bunch of lowlifes.
And I also get the impression that you felt this way for a long time.
Words such as those can be interpreted in many different ways. For example, though I bear the defense no ill will. I would not hesitate to say that he is a good-for-nothing lout of a lawyer.
Bear me no ill will. Could have fooled me.
And yet, it is the truth. I am only strict on you as it seems you have strayed from the path.
If you have any objections, Mr. Justice, please make your case with evidence in the future. Mr. Wettins, please continue your testimony. Of all the scenes you could have cut, why the sword switching trick? That seems like too much of a coincidence to me.
Oh, so now you're gonna tell me how I'm supposed to edit my shot?
Don't do it!
It's hard being the bosses. Like, which content gets cut?
Then let me ask you this. Why exactly did you make such a tough choice in this case?
You wouldn't understand, champ. It's all about artistic vision. I tell you, people tell you how to do your job when they don't know the first thing about it.
I may not know TV, but I know evidence law, and boy do I have some for you, champ. I might not be able to show that your selective editing was intentional. However, I know you bear the defendant ill will, and this. Maybe the prank. Maybe I'm gonna save the game. ABS. Maybe I'm gonna cut the entire veil. End it all. No more ice tone.
Huh? What's that you got there?
This is the contract you had Miss Wright sign just before the magic show. This contract between the first party, Take-Two TV, and the second party, Miss Wright, reads: If, through the fourth party, the show must be cancelled in part or in full, the second party will pay $3 million as compensation to the first party. $3 million?! That's a completely unreasonable sum. I couldn't agree more. And of course, Miss Wright doesn't have that kind of money. Nevertheless, Roger Wettins had her sign this unreasonable contract anyway. More accurately, he conned her into signing it. Huh? How'd he do that? There's a trick to the clipboard that was used by Miss Wright to sign her contract. It houses carbon paper that can secretly copy her signature onto other documents.
Come on now, that's quite a nasty accusation you're slinging my way. For starters, you don't have any proof I had anything to do with that carbon paper shit. Just because Trucy and her agency can't pay up, that don't mean I conned her.
But $3 million? That's totally out of reach for the average person. In any case, there's important new information. Please add to your testimony, Mr. Wettins. Say this line.
Oh, I thought that was green, so I didn't have
I mean,
to.
it is, but it's new green.
Where's your proof linking me to that tricked out clipboard? You don't have any, do you?
Do I?
Alright. Belong to the TV station, and how much I know. There's no problem.
Well, maybe you used it on purpose. On Miss Wright.
You did not.
Something like that. What if his signature was copied onto more than just a fake contract?
Signature on it? That though? You guys whisper.
Okay, so then we do the other thing. The other thing. The other thing with Trucy's signature. You must be quite the con man if you can fool a magician with a simple trick. But if you think you can con a lawyer, you're very much mistaken.
Hey kid, would it kill you to enunciate in front of the camera? You know, like a newscaster.
I'd like you to take a look at Miss Wright's signature here on this note. Let's compare that signature to the one here on this contract. Well, would you look at that? They're exactly the same. That's right, Your Honor. Not just similar, exactly the same. Nobody can sign the name in exactly the same way twice, unless it's a copy.
They differ a little bit, but okay.
These signatures are proof positive that you conned Miss Wright. And they definitely prove your malicious intent.
Hey, not bad, lawyer guy. Didn't know you had it in you. This is really getting interesting now. It'll get great ratings for sure.
Don't try and dodge the issue, Mr. Rettins. The fact is that you bear ill will against my client. So the show footage was definitely edited with malicious intentions. Isn't that right? I can't speak.
What a forced argument, defense. All you have really proven is not his ill will toward Ms. Wright, but his pecuniary greed. Pecuniary, I don't even know that word.
Damn.
That's right, I just wanted money, baby. Fat stacks of cheddar, that's all.
Pecuniary? Yeah, I don't know. You can Google the word.
I'm good.
That's everyone's homework for this video. Google that word.
I'm making Dalton thumbnails. After all, I'd never even crossed paths with Trucy before this magic show. So I'd have absolutely no reason to bear her any ill will, right?
You didn't bear her any ill will, huh? Fat chance. This guy definitely has some major hate for Trucy.
You'll see. I'll dig up the dirt and expose the dark heart behind that sweet smile. I'll prove those Grand Ray magicians are all a bunch of lowlives.
I can't prove with anything, but the things he said all point to that fact. There must be something between the two of them that gave birth to the Scourge. Some sort of connection that I and Trucy is aware of. Your Honor, I'd like to argue that Roger Rettins and Trucy Wright must have crossed paths before. There must be some hidden connection between them. Hidden?
Connection? Oh, what is it now?
What are you getting at, Mr. Justice?
It is futile to even ask, Your Honor. Surely it is just another one of the defense's feckless claims.
You don't seem to have a very high opinion of me, but once you hear my argument, you'll wish you'd taken me a whole lot more seriously.
Will I really? Very well then, do proceed. Did you figure something out, Apollo?
Nope, not a thing.
What?
That's just some good old-fashioned bluffing, courtesy of Mr. Wright's fine thing.
Hope you know what you're doing.
I don't.
Well,
You're wrong to make such a bold claim, Mr. Justice. I hope you're ready to elaborate. What is this hidden connection between the defendant and Roger Bettins?
Jesus fucking Christ. Are they gonna make it any easier?
Could be any, really. A sleight of hand trick Mr. Bettins did during the recess video.
Filming is prohibited inside the courthouse. Do you want me to get the bailiff? Oh, filming? What are you talking about? I don't even have a camera on me. Yeah, I think you should use that shot of the theme as the thumbnail.
What if Mr. Bettins is a musician too? Perchance. What if? I believe it's up to the defense to fill in the blanks, not me. Well, if he is, he may have had some contact with Miss Wright somewhere along the way.
Your argument is hardly worth responding to. But by all means, please do continue. This passage in the sacred scriptures of Koreanism states, "He who gives a sermon to a monkey is himself a monkey." Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say to a dimwit. He isn't going to get it anyway.
We saw Mr. Bettins perform a magic trick. He made his video camera disappear in the blink of an eye.
Well, I think it would be pretty fun if I were a magician. You must have been seeing things. Want me to introduce you to a good eye doctor? If a connection as tenuous as that is all it takes, then every magician in the country could potentially bear ill will toward the accused.
I guess you're right.
You're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, are you, short stuff? You would do well to cleanse that putrid mind of yours in the holy waters of Mount Pony Pony. 3 days under a frigid waterfall, and even you should rise to the level of a monkey. Ha ha! A numbskull for a numbskull.
Well, this numbskull has thick skin, so there.
I think I get what they're driving at. Even if he is a magician, it's not exactly a reason to bear a grudge against Trucy, is it?
Hold on, I can think of one person. One magician who has a reason to bear a grudge against Trucy. Rather, one magician who has a reason to bear a grudge against Troop Grammy.
Oh?
No way! Is something wrong, Mr. Justice? Your Honor, the defense wishes to submit evidence at this time. I see. And what sort of evidence do you have for us? Evidence that points to the real killer, the one who had a motive to commit this crime. What?
And what have you come up with this time, defense?
Trucy Wright is the sole heir to the Troop Grammar Aunt's name. This puts her square in the crosshairs of one particular magician. And this piece of evidence points to that one person with a grudge against Mrs. Wright. Just let me look at my evidence real quick. Looking up on. Oh, that big old cancel over him. That one. And who exactly are you naming, Mr. Justice? 13 years ago, the great Mr. REUS belonged to Troop Grammy. But then the troop ousted him, Mr. REUS vowed to get revenge on them someday. And what better way to accomplish that than through the ruination of the sole heir? But Mr. REUS is the victim, Mr. Justice. You named a dead man as your suspect. But is he really dead? What do you mean, is he really dead? If the fact that Mr. REUS is the victim is what's throwing you off, then how about we consider this possibility? What if the man who died on the stage yesterday wasn't Mr. REUS?
You mean the victim was an imposter? Among Us.
Dun dun. Not Mr. REUS? Then what about the real Mr. REUS? I mean, the real Mr. REUS is still alive. Oh, Angie.
That's absurd.
Mr. Justice, who is the real Mr. REUS if not the victim of this case? It's all coming together now. Finally see the gimmick, the trick to this entire case. This should explain everything, Your Honor. The real killer, the one who hated Troop Grammar and wanted to sully its name. The magician lurking in the shadows who set up a fake Mr. REUS in his stead. The real Mr. REUS is Trucy Martin.
Is the prosecutor.
Yeah, it's you. It's Mr. REUS. That's the real Mr. REUS. But that's... Yes it is. Roger Rettins is the real Mr. REUS. What?
Him? With those plaid shorts?
Oh God, what's he doing?
Oh, hallow red pepper, your impotent seeds sprout naught but meaningless empty words. You can't possibly have proof to support such an outlandish theory. Not a bad idea for a soap opera. But not even diehard fans of the game would stick around past the pilot.
That's John. How the fuck did you read that game?
Huh?
He said game.
It works well enough.
Oh yeah, but...
I don't know. Yeah, you've never misread anything before.
Never. You want proof? Well, I've got proof. I can prove it by... proving that the Mr. REUS in yesterday's magic show was a fake.
I thought he was going to draw a beard on this picture.
Let me say, and that looks exactly like you. And to do that, I just need you to look at this spot on the poster.
Got mark on his arm.
Oh yeah, does it not have the skull? Let me look at. I guess the fake ones are coming real quick.
That's gotta be it.
Oh yeah, do you even have the recording of him? I don't see the recording of the guy under the stage. I don't think we have that. I may have the show footage, but that's the show footage.
Why not the picture of the body?
Oh yeah, good look at that. I'm stupid. Yeah, that shows his arm. Yeah, I don't see any marks on his arm. Yeah, that's a pretty big detail. Look at his big old scar. This isn't the injury Mr. REUS sustained while practicing a magic trick 13 years ago. However, boom. The video the victim shot of himself shows no trace of that injury. Oh my, you're absolutely right! Now, Mr. Rettins, what do you suppose we'd find if we took a look at your right forearm? Is there by chance, a nasty 13-year-old scar under that sleeve of yours? Well, Mr. Rettins, why don't you roll up your sleeve and let the court have a look? Or are you hiding something else up there?
Come on now, I have nothing up my sleeve. I don't need to hide anything up there because I require no tricks or gimmicks. For you see, my magic is the real deal. Is this what you were hoping to see? Oh, there it is, the scar!
Scar. Just as I thought.
That's right, I am the forgotten magician abandoned to the dark understage of history. The great Mr. REUS.
Yo, pulled up on the card. This
is totally absurd. Everybody else is frozen and he gets animation. Oh, how ironic, wouldn't you say?
Santa!
That this odious mark carved into me by Troop Gamma Ray would bring me back into the limelight once more. Strange are the comic threads before me. If the witness is the real Mr. REUS, then who is the victim who perished in the magic show? He was but a fan. I met him on one of my programs several years ago. He said he had become a magician out of admiration for the great Mr. REUS. In confidence, I told him my true identity and let him take on my mantle.
And when did this man take over for you?
About 2 years ago. I taught him my tricks and even acted as his producer. And so a mere amateur became a popular magician overnight. Courtesy of my magic on the stage we call television. Hope you enjoyed the show.
You really had us all fooled. Mr. Wettins, or should I say Mr. REUS. In your hatred of true grammar, you killed the victim, Mr. Mystery. And then set up Miss Wright to take the fall, didn't you? You did it all just to tarnish the grammar name.
Ho, I have no idea what you're talking about, lad. I set up the prank, that much is true, but it was simply a harmless joke on Trucy, I assure you. Yet she learned a plan and made use of it to commit murder. Oh, sorry about the yawn. That is how strongly the criminal element runs in the blood of these Gamma Rays.
But if there's a secret prank plan that very few people knew about, couldn't you have been the one to use it for murder instead?
Ah!
Ah! Yeet!
Just kidding.
What the heck was that?
Heed my words, loyal lad. I fear your grasp on reality is slipping. I do believe I told you that my magic is real and employs neither tricks nor gimmicks.
Enough with the ambiguity. Why don't you make your point already?
My alibi is as pristine as ever. Wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Sadmati? Yes, I suppose that is correct. The witness does have a solid alibi.
What?
Recall defense that at the time of the magic show, Mr. Rettins was at Take Two TV.
Take Two.
A fact that many people can easily attest to.
Attest to? Yeah, that's right, I forgot all about that.
Oh, what do you think, Your Honor? Would you like me to testify on the matter?
Yes, I think you'd better. Please tell the court more about your alibi.
Very well then, on with the show.
Whoa.
Are you watching, Magnifique Gamma Ray? Time has finally come for my magic to snuff out your precious pedigree. The Gamma Ray line will be no more.
What's pulled out fire?
I was at the TV station at the time of the Penrose performance. I was busy working on a TV program. I could spare no time for the magic show. Do ask my staff if you doubt my claim. And there it is, a simple and perfect alibi. No tricks, no gimmicks, just the truth. Do you understand now, perhaps? I did not grace the theater with my presence until after the incident. So how could I have committed the murder?
Staff did say he was there at the station. So it sure does sound like a rock-solid alibi.
But that can't be right. If Mr. Rettens is the killer, he'd have had to been at the theater.
There's gotta be a wholesome in his story.
I assure you there are no holes on Mr. REUS' stage.
Was burning so many cards.
No tricks, no gimmicks. True magic doesn't need trapdoors to escape through. I do enjoy my show to the fullest. And my real alibi. That would be a cool thumbnail too, right there.
That would be. Yeah, perfect alibi. Were you at the TV station though? Were you? But you did come to the theater eventually, isn't that right?
Indeed, anxious to see how the show was progressing, I made my way to the theater. Let's see, my journey took about 10 minutes by car.
Wait, actually have been at the theater during those 10 minutes, killing the victim?
Ho ho ho. Allow me to stab at reading your mind. Aha, could I have been at the theater during those 10 minutes killing the victim?
How the fuck the...
But no, I took a taxi. The driver can attest to that. Feel free to call the taxi company if my word does not satisfy you. Driver's a big fan of the Ratings Raja. I even gave him my card.
Gave the driver his card? That's very clever of him.
You might as well give it up, lad. Questioning real magic is a fool's errand. Besides, you know very well what I was doing at the time of the incident. Your mom, ha!
Bought it. Oh yeah, that's me. What was this other TV show you were working on?
My own special project, you see. One moment, perhaps this is more appropriate. It's a Ratings Raja special production. Yeah, hang loose, baby. It's called Desperation Regeneration.
He switched personas just to say that. Beware out of animations for the magician me. What's the show about?
Washed up has-been singers and comedians get together and play musical chairs.
Pardon what?
The winner of the game is given a second chance at their career. A priceless prize for chumps who washed up too early in life.
Who the fuck would watch
Sounds
that?
great, right?
Who the fuck would watch people play musical chairs?
That totally sounds like a YouTube video. I got 20 famous YouTubers together to play musical chairs.
I mean, maybe it's a YouTube video, but as a fucking TV production?
I mean, I think you get away with one episode. I'm not sure about doing it week after week. Might I suggest you appear on that show, Mr. Justice? Ha, sick burn. As the ex-lawyer who used to make ridiculous bluffs in court and faded sadly into obscurity.
The next case is Apollo playing a musical chairs minigame. And did the Ratings Raja produce my TV debut? Not in this lifetime.
You have great reactions. Who knows? TV might be your true calling.
Hey, whose side are you on?
Meh. In any case, I was overseeing production of this program during the Penrose performance.
Who keeps flipping that coin? How do we know those staff members aren't in cahoots with you?
I make it my business to perform solo. My magic has neither need nor want of assistance. After all, one of them could reveal the secrets behind my magic, could they not?
So he doesn't trust anybody, huh? He's the complete opposite of Trucy.
There were many people in the studio audience who saw the witness as well. Even if it had been able to persuade his own staff to cover him, he could not have convinced so many complete strangers to do the same. He really has made a rock-solid alibi for himself.
Yeah, it's almost too good, you know? It's eerie how perfect it is.
Has all been revealed to you now?
I've got it! Do you have a brother? A brother that looks exactly like you, maybe?
I'm walking out on that one.
Dawn. We get no dialogue now. What am I ever gonna do? I guess I'll just sit here and mope, praying that Maddie eventually returns.
Did you just say you guys should change your name?
No, I guess I'll sit here and mope.
Again with the twins business? You think the audience will let you get away with using the same gimmick twice in a row?
Yes.
If you do not believe him... I hate doing this guy's voice. I don't even know if it's what I was doing for him before, but I know
It feels like you're going as a kind of waffle on the angry bits. You're doing, I'm so angry, God. Instead of like, you don't believe him. What? How could you? Something like that.
I feel like I'm not going, like, not angry enough on the other stuff.
I mean, yeah.
Fuck you do the voice.
Well, no, I think your regular voice is fine. Just
if you do not believe him, defense, why not investigate for yourself?
like when he's calm and stuff.
Though I am sure your efforts will prove to be thoroughly fruitless.
Oh my God. Yeah, I guess the twins thing is a little far-fetched. This guy's is a major character too. You're gonna be doing this voice the whole game.
Oh, fuck that shit.
He's the main prosecutor and a very important Look, if you want to change the plot, you better change plot.
Yeah. Oh, I get to change the plot of the game?
Yeah, you better go back in time, go to Capcom headquarters. Well, if you want to change the voice, you better change it soon. Oh, his alibi really is airtight. I could change it later, I don't care. I believe we've heard enough. Well, I believe the witness does indeed harbor some ill will against the defendant. There was no reason to doubt that he was at the TV station at the time of the incident.
Yes. The facts prove it was impossible for the witness to have been involved with this crime. These last rites for the victim have dragged on long enough. So the victim himself is so bored that it is resting on top of Your Honor's head.
It is? Big clap.
The time has come. The walrus said, to talk of many things. Let us punish the sinner and guide the victim's soul to the twilight realm. Apollo, Trish will be thrown in prison and we'll be out of a job. That second thing is way more important. But if you catch tasty fishies... Wait.
What?
But if you catch tasty fishies, will you sell me some at a good price?
I told you, I have absolutely zero intention of going off on a tuna boat. I don't remember anything about a tuna boat being mentioned. Think, Justice, you have to figure this out. It's no use. I can't find a single flaw, so what now? He's still Santa Claus.
Ho ho ho. Behold my never-ending magic show. Come for the awe-inspiring showmanship of the great Mr. REUS. And stay for my grand illusion until the end of time.
He let an evil laugh, but someone looked away during that dialogue. Wait, is he saying that was still trapped inside some sort of illusion of his? That's what professional magicians do. They make their audience see something that isn't really there. In other words, make us see illusions, right? We call it misdirection. When we keep you busy believing one thing, we're busy making something else happen. What we say is there really isn't, and when we say isn't there actually is. Could it be? You know what, Mr. Buttons? I guess we have all been spectators to the elaborate illusion you've prepared for us. An illusion that has suddenly turned our attention to something you wanted us to see.
What are you going on about, lad? Have you got something, Apollo?
I just remembered something Cruz said about misdirection.
Who's she?
What the fuck? What a magician says is there really isn't, and what they say isn't there actually is. If we've all been taken for a ride by Mr. Retton's magic, then maybe he made us see something that wasn't really there.
Maybe.
It's time to rethink all my assumptions about the case. Oh, do I get to play the minigame that reminds me of Danganronpa, even though I've never played a Danganronpa game? What have we been made to believe was there when it actually wasn't? What have we taken to be the absolute facts of this case?
The what?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
You know you can make shows on YouTube now?
Cool.
Instead of just playlists.
If I reevaluate the validity of all these things, then just maybe. Athena, there's something uncanny about this case. I can't fucking speak.
Okay, what is it?
Written's alibi, it's too perfect.
That's true. It's like it's impossible to break no matter how hard we try.
But maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's exactly what he wants us to think.
I'm not following.
We're not making any headway here because we've been so focused on breaking his alibi.
Oh, I think I get it. You're saying he's using misdirection on us, right?
It's definitely a possibility. Ahem. Would the defense care to share with everyone what it's discussing over there? Your Honor, we believe that if we were to reconsider a certain assumption, we may finally arrive at the truth. In fact, I think we'll even finally see who's hiding behind the curtain, so to speak. And what is this certain assumption you're thinking of? There's the one key assumption we've been taking for granted this whole time. That the culprit was on scene, I assume. What if the culprit was someone other than Theta at the time of the crime? What if there's some way to commit the murder without actually being there? If that were the case, then Mr. Written's perfect alibi would become irrelevant.
How could one person stab another to death with a sword without physically being there? Sword. Furthermore, we all saw what appears to be the culprit's shadow in the footage.
But couldn't we just as easily assume that the shadow does not belong to the culprit? Well, if it's not the culprit's, then whose is it? I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the right tracks. You've all seen something that looks like this shadowy shape before you, during the magic show itself. In that case, please point out in the show footage for us. You gotta play a little main game. There's the thing that looks suspiciously similar to the shadowy figure of the culprit. Let's go play a little mini game. Oh yeah, we get to watch TV. Alright, let's fast forward. Okay, no, how do I rewind? Okay. Right there. That shadow. It was Mr. Hat going, wow!
I'm Mr. Hat. That's my name.
Doesn't
name
this shadow resemble
Mr.
the
Hat.
suspicious shadowy figure? Now that you mention it, it does, doesn't it? Miss Wright, could you identify this shadow for the court? Let's see, I believe that's Mr. Hat's shadow. Someone when he's being pulled up from the stage of the catwalk overhead by wire. Then, could this shadow that's shown later in the footage be Mr. Hat too? No, that's not possible. After Mr. Hat was pulled up the catwalk, he stayed up there. In other words, the second shadow is from some other figure being pulled up. Some other figure? I'm afraid you'll need to be more specific than that, Mr. Justice. He's right, we've come this far. I'll have to figure it out from the clues I have on hand. What is the second shadow shown in the footage?
A bit of a tongue twister there, Judge.
The body. He's got a little rope attached to him. With a little hook on his butt. To be pulled up. Him. If you consider what was happening on the stage at the time, there's only one answer. The shadow belonged to the fake Mr. REUS. The Man of Mystery. Mr. Man of Mystery, yeah, that's what I just fucking said. The victim? Please take a look at the prank plan script. Mr. Mystery pretended to be dead, and then fly up in the air after that. Isn't that right, Mr. Rettins?
Indeed, and what of it?
I contend that's exactly what happened. The victim was wearing a stunt harness around his waist. It was most likely attached to a stunt wire so he could be pulled up into the air. How the fuck did he attach to a wire if he was in the coffin? So you're suggesting that after pretending to be dead in the coffin, the victim flew up into the air just as the prank script says? Exactly. We just couldn't see him go flying up because the dragon was blocking our view. And that last trick, ladies and gentlemen, is the true piece de resistance of the culprit's murderous magic show. Bro's sweating. He's looking like a vampire. Gotta suck your blood.
Oh, tell me, you've got it all figured out?
Yes, I think so. If we can look beyond Mr. Betton's last bit of misdirection, we should finally be able to see the real truth. The victim must have been pulled up to the catwalk, just like Mr. Hat, and hit the cushioning up there with considerable force. I just have to figure out what else happened up there at that time. Are you ready to elaborate, Mr. Justice? Yes, Your Honor. I'm ready. In that case, please answer me this. Why did the culprit make the victim fly up into the air like that? Tomoto. Easy. Just why did the culprit have the victim fly up in the air after he appeared in his coffin? How did the victim actually die? He was only pretending to be dead in the coffin. If you can figure out how these two questions relate, the answers should become clear.
Could it be?
Mr. Mystery must have thought he was still just part of a prank when he appeared on stage. He probably didn't suspect a thing as he was being pulled into the air, after Miss Wright was called backstage, and just as the set piece fell. But the culprit had already planted the real murder weapon in a cushion in the catwalk. It was probably a knife or blade of some sort.
What? You mean...
Yes, it really was a magical murder. Just as the prank script said, Mr. Mystery was whisked up into the air. Oof. And straight into a blade there in the catwalk. In other words, this murder was committed remotely through the use of a magic trick.
What?
Remotely? Using this method, it wouldn't matter where Mr. Rettins was at the time of death.
Yeah.
But how exactly does it work, Mr. Justice? We're using 3D, because this is a 3DS game. Just before the murder occurred. Though we did this on the DS games too. The dragon set piece was up in the catwalk. And it and Mr. Man of Mystery were connected to each other by a wire at the time. By carrying out the prank plan, Betty made the dragon set piece fall. She caused Mr. Mystery to rocket straight up. And into the blade in the cushion. Stab, stab. The cushion was high up enough to be hidden from the audience's view. That's why nobody saw the blade.
Oh, that big gash in Mr. Hat's cape.
The blade must have been set up overhead sometime before the magic show. I didn't notice that. Mr. Hat must have been slashed by it too, when he was pulled up to the cushion.
I can't believe it. I had no idea. I was told that Trucy would freak out if I made
Isn't
this.
that Betty though?
Huh?
Isn't that the bad one?
Well, she's sad.
Okay. I guess we sound the same and sad.
I was told that Trucy would freak out if I made the set piece fall. That's the only reason I did it. I thought Bonnie was the bad one.
No, Betty, cause bad. Bad.
Yeah, because Betty and bad are the same fucking word.
That's Bonnie. That's Betty, see? She's got the bat wings.
Good for her.
You were used, Betty. Roger Rettins used you.
I thought it was my little puppet to boss around, but it was the other way around.
After the incident occurred, Mr. Rettins arrived at the theater. He got the murder weapon and swapped the rubber sword with the bloodied steel one. That's also when he lowered the victim's body down the stage.
But how did he have time to do all that?
When the set piece
Sorry.
When the set piece fell, the audience was evacuated from the building. He was able to do all those things after the fact because there's no one around to see. A horrific murder camouflaged by a spectacular magic show. It sounds like the kind of murder only a magician could pull off. As long as the show proceeded as it was scripted, Mr. Mystery was doomed to die. That's right, it was you, Mr. Rettins, who killed the victim, all the way from the TV station. This prank plan, or shall I say, murder plan, proves your murderous intent.
Grammar Ray!
Indeed.
Enough. You dim-witted, ignorant imbecilic, putrid red pepper.
He can't possibly have a counter-argument to make. Talk about not knowing when to let it go and move on. Do you have a rebuttal or something, Prosecutor Sadmati?
No blade of any kind was found in the catwalk, which means you have no evidence to support your theory.
But Mr. Rettins retrieved it after the fact.
Which still leaves you with no way to prove your wildly fantastic remote murder theory.
Yeah,
Bitch.
but...
Without proof, does it not make more sense to believe that the murder was committed there on the stage? That's where the bloodstained sword was found after all. Sword?
That is a very good point.
Thank you, Your Honor. As the only person who could have committed the crime on stage, Trucy Wright remains the prime suspect. It would appear that what you call the truth is little more than a cheap parlor trick. In the end, you have done nothing to prove the accused innocence. It is time at last to let it go and move on.
No, fuck you.
Ho, 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 ho.
Santa Claus is back, baby.
Are you seeing this magnifique grammar ray? My magic is exacting punishment on your granddaughter.
Do you see this motherfucker? He's clearly evil.
The grammar ray name is done for. Apollo, we need to hit them with a decisive piece of evidence here. Or a fish.
I know, that's just what I was thinking.
The fish?
Yeah!
Have you got one in your pocket? Oh, shit.
Fuck! Hit him with that fish!
Get sure you get on that tuna boat.
Your Honor, I'll be back. Mr. Justice, do you or don't you have anything?
I don't have any fish, Your Honor.
To prove that the witness committed this remote murder you propose.
Oh, that.
Of course I do, Your Honor. Now I'm so tempted to edit Apollo with like a fishing rod and a little hat.
This entire incident was carried out exactly according to the
Get
script.
a screenshot from Cash and shows the edit Apollo to that. Right, so theoretically, there's been no evidence for us to find or use. Which means our best bet to see it is if something unscripted happened. It's gotta be something the Rettins couldn't have foreseen. And once I find it, that's how I'll expose his murderous trick.
God, this is going on a while.
Get ready, Mr. Rettins, because I'm about to reveal the secret to your magic. There are no tricks or gimmicks here. There's some good old-fashioned logic. Oh yeah, I'm doing this. Okay, I don't have to present anything straight. I have to do basic thinking. As long as the magic show went as scripted, the murder would happen without fail. And in this case, would carefully planned so that no evidence would be left behind. Still, one thing that definitely wasn't in the plan. But Barney's mistake. But Barney's mistake. That wasn't part of the plan. Part of the plan. Barney made a mistake.
A snake?
Barney made a snake. Barney made a mistake. Don't choose his escape trick. Well. But that was really funny, but misheard position. Bonnie made poor life decisions leading up to this. Because Bonnie placed Miss Hat to the right of the coffin instead of the left, so she had to reappear on the side of the coffin opposite the one in the script. The couple didn't know that when he first arrived in the theater, which means he was bound to make a slip up when he tampered with the crime scene. or the culprit's cover up effect. Fingerprints? Maybe?
I don't know, because I don't remember when they talked about where they were.
I don't remember any of this stuff. Okay, alright, let me look this up. Do you have anything about the coffin? His palm punch was reversed. That could be something.
It wouldn't have anything to do with what side Trucy came on, though. Poor choice of words, I'm sorry.
There's a trace of blood found on the coffin holes. So if Trucy was on one side, instead of that side, he had to change which side.
Yeah.
And that explained the panels being backwards. Sorry, select though. Technically, the blood in the coffin hole, but the fingerprints on the coffin. I guess the blood in the coffin hole, technically. That's the part that of his cover up that was affected. The blood was on the wrong side of the coffin too. When Trucy had to put it on the left, the culprit must have put blood in the left hole. The blood was eventually discovered in the right hole during the police investigation. The killer had originally put blood on the left side. That means he must have tampered with the scene again afterwards to make it line up with the facts. To make the crime scene consistent with the facts, the culprit must have swapped the coffin sides. He swapped the coffin sides. The culprit swapped the coffin sides. I really like this little thing.
Okay.
That's right, the left and right panels of the coffin are interchangeable. The culprit must have switched the two panels to make the bloodstain fit the facts. But the switch might have also given rise to something unnatural. I remember now, there was something unnatural about the coffin, and it's just the evidence I need. But yeah, I've heard some people not liking that little minigame thing, but I don't know, I think it adds like a little dramatic into cases. Sorry, Mr. Rettins, but I have some very conclusive proof for you, Gil. I mean, there's always dramatic ends to cases, but I don't know, I like it.
Another bluff, is it? There's no way you have anything of the kind. My magic is real, no trick.
Shut the fuck up about your magic. There are tricks and gimmicks to it, just like any other illusion.
What?
After the murder, you switched the left and right panels of the coffin, didn't you?
Ah!
And because you did, you left behind something very unnatural for us to find. This proves that Roger Reddit tampered with the crime scene after the murder took place. Look at these fingerprints, baby!
The fingerprinting results?
What about the fingerprints? It's unnatural. Let's take a look at the prints the victim left inside the coffin, shall we? If the victim was facing forward in the coffin, his print should have looked like this. However, what we found was they were facing the opposite direction. It's quite unnatural for the prints to be facing this way, wouldn't you agree? It is strange, isn't it? How did they get this way? They got this way because the culprit thought the magic show had gone according to script. The culprit thought Mr. Hat would be on the left side of the coffin. And that Miss Wright would also pop up to the left side of the coffin as per the show's script. He then assumed she had thrust the sword into the hole on the left side of the coffin. That's why he put blood in the left hole when he was trying to cover up his crime. But sometime after leaving the bloodstain, the culprit must have realized his mistake. He found out that due to Bonnie's mistake, Mr. Hat was to the right of the coffin. And that despite the script, Miss Wright had thrust the sword into the hole on the right. In short, the hole with the blood in it was on the side opposite to the one that Truth used. To make the blood's location fit the facts, he had to tamper with the evidence yet again. So he tried to cover his tracks by switching the coffin's left and right panels.
No.
Oh! And that's how the fingerprints in the coffin ended up backwards. Because the culprit switched the two sides of the panels around. The prints ended up facing the opposite direction. But instead of going to all that trouble with the panels, why didn't the culprit just wipe the blood away and redo it on the other side? I'm afraid that won't have worked, Your Honor. Because of a little something called luminol testing. Ah, right, luminol. I almost forgot. Luminol can detect trace amounts of blood, even if it's been wiped away, right? That's right. Wiping up the blood away will have only served as proof of his metal. How about, Mr. Rettins? I did a pretty good job figuring out your trick, didn't I? Yeah, you're a vampire again. Better cut off your own head.
Trucy Wright could have done the same just as easily. You have no proof that it was the witness who tampered with the evidence.
But I do have proof.
What?
A person who was in the magic show would never have made the mistake of pulling the blood on the wrong side. Least of all Miss Wright, who surely would have remembered she was on the other side. Oh my, you're absolutely right.
What? Why would Trucy switch something to frame herself? What?
Yes, she wanted this to begin with, honestly, but you know.
Stupid fucking argument.
Yeah, look, he's grasping at straws.
Edgeworth, why did you hire this guy?
Did Edgeworth hire this guy? I guess.
He's the head of the prosecutor's office, no?
Yeah, I forgot.
Why, you impudent!
I'm sure you've realized by now, Prosecutor Sadarati, that your claim that Miss Wright is the culprit just doesn't hold up. It's fucking stupid, honestly.
Feh, you and the accuser, okay.
Yeah, you shut the fuck up. Really? Miss Wright and I? Because I think you're the one with the ticket there for trying to convict an innocent girl. Good hell, bitch. Yeah, get hit in the face with the beads. With all, oh my god, the uppercut you, what the hell? All the beats sentient? Prosecutor Sanmati, are you alright? This is like a fighting game combo on him. As for the true culprit, he is someone who knew how the show was supposed to go, but didn't actually see it, and someone who had the chance to tamper with the crime scene after the incident, and the only person who fits the bill is you, Roger Rettins.
Grammary!
All of the secrets to your tricks have been revealed. And with no tricks left, I'm afraid your show has been cancelled. Permanently. I love Ace Time. It's such a great case.
All of my secrets have been revealed, you say?
One of my favorites in this game, honestly. Maybe one of my favorites overall.
Is he gonna disappear like Trucy's dad? Don't make me laugh, boy. Mine is the true, real magic. There are no secrets to reveal. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, the true power of the great Mr. REUS.
I hope he tries to and fails.
Witness a magic far greater than Troop Grammary. Burn.
Hey, that was my mom.
Crumble.
I don't know that was my mom, but...
Fall to my furious flames. The great Mr. REUS will bring an end to you all.
Here's a lot of flames.
And now for the final heir to the Grammary name. Right here, right now, you two shall burn... Huh? No, this isn't right. Ah!
Bro, you're doing the magic trick.
No, I didn't do anything wrong. No, it's not my fault. I'm not the one to blame. I'm the victim here. Ah! What? Ah!
Is Bloods like having a breakdown?
Stop! No! Curse you, Perry the Platter! I mean, Grammary!
I guess Bloods had a breakdown, imagined all that. We saw none of that. That was just him. Is it past? Is he dead? To die? Oh no, he's good.
Curse those Grammaries. It's all because of them. Even now they wound me. Curse them all to the abyss.
Indeed.
Do you really hate us that much? I knew it was Trucy, but you weren't doing it, so...
I'm never sure.
Who the fuck else would be saying? There's
the
no other
ghost of
Grammaries
Christmas
left.
past, motherfucker!
The ghost of Magnifi Grammary?
Exactly! He's like hallucinating, I don't know. Does your hatred run that deep? Deep enough to kill an innocent man?
You're damn right. You have no idea what humiliations I had to suffer. Your grandfather, Magnifi Grammary, kicked me out after I got hurt practicing my magic. He said I was too unskilled, that I would mess up on stage. He threw me out of the troupe just because he was worried about his own reputation. Since I was but a child, it was always my dream to become a great magician. But that Magnifi, he took it all from me.
But that's no excuse. That's no reason to do something so evil. Magic is supposed to make people happy, not be used as a means for murder.
What's the big deal? I just used what I had available to me, that's all.
I get it now. The attitude toward magic. It's why my grandfather kicked you out. You don't deserve to call yourself a magician.
Don't deserve? I don't know about that. After all, you were completely taken in by my magic, were you not? If not for that lawyer over there, you would be on your way to prison as we speak.
You're right, I didn't see through your tricks.
You see? So in the end, Troop Grammar was defeated by the great Mr. REUS. Ho ho ho! You're not fit to lecture me from on high, Trucy Wright. You don't even deserve to call yourself a magician, you naive greenhorn. Wahahaha! Take that, Grammar, you lose.
If anyone needs to learn to let go and move on, it's this guy.
Yeah! This court and my prison can both burn in the flames of my creation. His mouth wasn't moving the whole time he was laughing.
Bailiff, take Mr. Breton's away.
Was the fire laughing?
And bring a fire extinguisher just to be safe.
The fuck?
I accidentally kicked that.
I know.
I didn't mean to. Yay, it was fine. It looks like we've reached the end. I feel as though I've been watching a grand magic show. It was close, but we just barely made it through somehow. Huh? Why does Truce look so down? Miss Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I'm about to announce my verdict. Can I see that wonderful smile of yours? That smile of a true entertainer, as I do. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Trucy Wright.
Guilty. On a reverse card, bitch.
Yay, confetti! As everyone stands there still. We'll fix this bead necklace thing. Court is adjourned! Yeah, now we go out here. April 28th, District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Thank you for everything, Polly.
Oh, Trucy. Grazie a Dio. Now you can open your show tomorrow, just as planned.
Yep, that's all thanks to you, Sue. Why can't we open my show tomorrow, considering, one of the people in it is fucking dead? I need to find somebody to replace him. I can't do magic! I don't like the way she's looking at me.
Trucy, I'm so sorry about everything.
No, there's two of you. I guess
Aye, what are you apologizing for? Roger Retton's used us. We're victims too. He even made me an accomplice to murder. But Betsy, we have to take some of the blame for this too, you know. Even if we didn't know he was planning to kill Mr. Mystery, we did cooperate with him. It's all my fault, isn't it?
Neither one of you is to blame. The only one in the wrong is the person who used magic to commit murder, Roger Rettons.
Don't you think I know that? Say what you want, but don't think for a second that I still don't hate you.
I guess she really does hate me.
But Betsy, why? He used to be a huge fan of Trucy's. Hey, shut up! I always hated her! Really, but if we hadn't seen Trucy's magic show, we never would have tried to become professional magicians ourselves, right? So speak for yourself! But Betsy, you still have an order. Gah! Shut up!
She acting that way this whole time because she secretly loves Trucy? Tsundere Batgirl? Wow, Trucy, I never knew that being the best could be so tough.
Come on, Barney, we're leaving. We have to get ready for tomorrow's show. You're really excited about performing with Trucy again, aren't you? That's not true, so zip it, dummy!
Polly, do you think I really am a naive greenhorn? Huh? No way, she's not.
After all, you were completely taken in by my magic, were you not?
This was like 10 minutes ago.
If not for that lawyer over there, you would be on your way to prison as we speak.
If that. You're right, I didn't see through your tricks.
You see? So in the end, Troop Grammar was defeated by the great Mr. REUS. Ho ho ho! You're not fit to lecture me from on high, Trucy, right? You don't even deserve to call yourself a magician, you naive greenhorn.
Are there many people who have saved and stopped for a week in between those two things? Trucy, don't tell me you're taking a wet and said hot. Well, maybe a little. I didn't see through his tricks, and I let myself be taken in by his magic. I can't trust myself anymore. Maybe he was right to call me a greenhorn. You shouldn't take stock in his words. He doesn't know the first thing about you. Huh? You're a wonderful Grammar magician. You should be proud of yourself. Thank you, Apollo. But what makes you say that? I know you're a wonderful Grammar magician because of this. His notebook? To entertain always keeps a smile on their face. His notebook. My grandfather's notebook? The Grammar Creed. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. When you performed your magic trick in court today, you showed the world your dedication to your troop's creed. Even through all the jeering, you kept a smile on your face and won the crowd over. You are everything Magnifique could have hoped for in air. You're a great magician, Trucy. A great magician? Me? You really are. That's why. You don't have to worry about what Wetton said. Oh, Polly, thank you. Still, I couldn't have done it without you. I would have lost my nerve if I had been alone up there. But I was able to keep on smiling because of you. Me? I remember you said to me in the detention center. After all, you're sure you swapped swords, right? Yes, I remember doing it. I just know it wasn't your fault, Trucy. But how can you say that? We don't have any proof it wasn't me. I mean, I know you're a great lawyer, Polly, but... I believe in you, Trucy. And I believe in your skill as a professional magician. So I'm going to prove your innocence. Don't worry, you're going to be fine. Your words were what kept me going. Apollo, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now I can be everything I was meant to be. Trucy's real smile is the best. I'm so glad I could make that happen. Oh, hi, Emma. Emma?
I'm really sorry, Trucy, for everything.
But why?
Well, I wasn't able to convince Prosecutor Sarmati what a good person you are. And I had to testify against you, too.
You have nothing to apologize for. You're just doing your job.
You're too kind.
I don't know about... Huh? Is something wrong, Emma?
Oh...
Prosecutor Sarmati? What are you doing here?
Detective Sky. Yes? I require your forensic expertise in order to close this case. Come, let us go.
Wait, Prosecutor Sarmati!
The trial is over, Mr. Justice. You and I are strangers once more, with no further need to interact.
Strangers? Have you really forgotten all about me?
What?
You really changed, Nayuta. Telling me to let it go and stuff. What happened to you? Did you watch Frozen?
O lawyer of impure soul, I have nothing to say to the likes of you.
Are you serious, Nayuta?
Now if you'll excuse me.
There he goes.
What was that all about, Apollo? How do you know Prosecutor Sadmati?
Let's just say we're old acquaintances. Acquaintances? It seemed like something more than that.
Yeah, we were lovers.
Don't make that. Yeah, well... You don't like to talk about your past, do you? Because you always change the subject. I guess I'll have to talk about it someday.
Wait, why don't you want me to make that joke? Why couldn't Apollo... You ship him with somebody else?
Come on, let's forget about the past and celebrate Trucy's future.
You don't like Apollo and Sadmati together? Apollo D? Sadmalo?
Dude, I
Sure, if you say so.
Hey, it's Mr. Wright.
Put him on speakerphone, Apollo.
What's up, Mr. Wright?
No, Apollo, how's Trucy? What happened at the trial? Did you get a not guilty verdict?
Mr. Wright, slow down. Everything's fine. Hi, Daddy. I'm okay now.
She was found not guilty in a very dramatic turnabout. Plus, we saved the office. It was a great victory for Apollo. That's a load off my mind. I can't thank you enough, Apollo. Now I know I can trust you to hold down the fort any time.
Me? Really?
Yes, you. You're a real full-fledged lawyer now in my eyes.
A full-fledged lawyer? I still can't wrap my mind around it.
Thank goodness you were there to take care of everything. And thank you, Apollo.
No need to go that far, boss. Best not in front of everyone.
Oh, and by the way, I won't be able to make it to tomorrow's show, so I was hoping you could go. You'll do that for me, won't you?
Of course. I won't miss it for the world. Full-fledged. So did I ask you to come to tomorrow's show, huh? As my assistant, right? No, he's asked me to go cheer you on. Okay, then I'll be sure to save you the best seat in the house, Polly. The best seat in the house? I really appreciate the thought, but... Good, then settled. Do we get to see the whole magic show now? April 29th, Penguin's Theater stage. Objection! I should have known. Save me. That this is what she meant! Magical girl Trucy Wright will now perform her greatest illusion yet. There are no tricks or gimmicks here, ladies and gentlemen. This is real magic. Wait a minute, you're kidding, right? That is a trick or gimmick, right? I'm too young to die. Now then, Miss Hat, you know what to do with that sword. No, wait, stop! And then Apollo died. And that is how Trucy and Grammarland in a rousing high note. The big round of applause. Polly's ear-splitting screams. What kind of ending is that? Apollo was never seen again. Never found out his backstory. It's the only Phoenix Wright from now on. Capcom didn't want Apollo having any spotlight. Alright, well, thanks for on this episode of Gabby the Game. Like, comment, subscribe, go to FVS, and more importantly,
Hashtag Apology.
good night.
Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, Gabby the Game Night, yay. Come on and watch her play. New games every other day. If you subscribe now, you won't miss out on any of the action. So come on, click that subscribe button.